Hello, I hope this video finds you well. It's very windy here. There was a big storm just yesterday and the day before, and it was, so powerful, very, very windy, lots of rain, and now it feels strangely humid. I'm in my favourite place. It's very peaceful. The bulbs are coming up. I can see some little flower heads just poking out of the soil over there. There's actually some snowdrops already opened up here because it's quite a warm place. It's like a kind of walled garden. So yeah, I'm aware I haven't been on here for a long time. I have actually made videos, but I've not edited them because I've been struggling, I guess. And this video is kind of a I'm coming back to YouTube video, haha. I guess I want to address burnout, specifically autistic burnout. I am late diagnosed autistic. I don't speak about it much online or really give my own sort of input on things on the social media webs because it feels really vulnerable and scary, and I feel like being disabled is a very personal experience, it's very much like you and your like sensations of feelings or struggles, and it can be really hard to speak about those openly because it feels kind of like you're putting them out there for people to comment on or potentially tell you they're not true, or you shouldn't feel like that, or you feel differently, or actually it's like this. And I've not been ready to do that, and the past years have been mainly just a big exploration of who am I as an autistic person. And I guess that's kind of what this is about. I made some notes, so I'm just going to look at them. I guess I want to be speaking about my personal experience. This is not like a generalised experience. This is just how I have felt and am feeling and am processing. And I'm mainly doing this because I felt a lot of comfort from watching similar videos or watching other people speak openly about their struggles, really, and their experience mostly. And I think it's actually a really powerful and brave thing to do. So here's me trying to be brave. I'm not very brave, but also I'm trying. I really, really hope that this can do something for you, whoever you are, and just for you to know that you're not alone if you're struggling in similar or maybe not even similar ways. Thank you for being here.
Hi. Just imagine that I'm talking to you on the phone. If you like talking on the phone, that is. I suppose I just wanted to talk about some random things. I was looking at this footage from, I think, a year ago, and I just remembered that I really like to make sense of things through pictures and video. I like how it helps me remember and catch up with moments. I like the feeling of certain colours and sounds of a memory caught in just a short video clip. But as I was watching back at this footage that I found kind of randomly, it just feels like most of the past feels like an absolute blur, like the past year and a half or 2 years, I don't even know at this point. Watching anything I documented is a bit like watching an alien creature living a life that apparently is mine. It's like there's a wall between me and the outer world with just very few moments of real connection in between. I think a lot of the past year I was just trying to prove that I can do things, that I can work to some extent, that I can be freelance, that I can make sense of like the admin that comes with that, and I struggled. But to a certain extent I also surprised myself with some of the things that I did achieve. But if I learned anything, it's that needing help is okay. It's necessary, because nothing survives alone, and everything lives in relationship to other beings. And, yeah. I want to be honest with you, I don't know how to communicate what I feel, as half of the time I don't even know what I feel exactly. Or sometimes I know too well what I feel, but then I still don't know how to tell you. And then I guess there's that need to harden myself, because otherwise the feelings would just be too much, and then I guess I just end up being numb. So, yeah, at this point I am also coming to terms with the feeling that I have carefully built a mask to carry me through life, and sometimes I'm not sure who I am or what I need at all. So this year I really want to rebuild and meet myself and just be very, very patient and say no to things and ask for and accept help more. And mainly that help comes in the form of community. I feel a lot of feelings. I feel numb, I feel angry, I feel sad, and simultaneously kind of hopeful, because I do feel very validated by other autistic people sharing their experiences, and that genuinely is helping break down feelings of deeply ingrained shame for me. So I guess I am in the process of retracing my steps. I guess I am time traveling to understand myself better and to understand the past. I don't know. Anyway, talk soon. Hope you're well.
What I actually wanted to talk about is that I guess it's really easy to get used to not feeling very good, especially if the not feeling very good builds up quite slowly and gradually over months and maybe years, and like your baseline of what's normal shifts. And for some reason I have really good vivid memory from how God knows how many years back, but I also have very short-term perception in a way. So I feel like if I do something for 3 days in a row, it'll be like, I always do this, that kind of thing. I find it really hard to remember things if I don't do them on a routine basis. Anything, it's just kind of completely gone, and I'm like, oh wow, yeah, I used to do that, or whoa, I actually like this. So it's it's just quite strange. So I feel like I'm very susceptible in a way to kind of losing track, or losing this idea of maybe what it feels like to feel good, or what it feels like to feel calm, or what it feels like to like look after myself. I don't even know how to do that sometimes. Definitely not when I was burnt out. And I think also a lot of the things that I was experiencing I'm very familiar with and have been familiar with throughout my whole life, pretty much. Like a lot of different pains, but they were just like more extreme, or more intense, or more painful. And I'm quite bad at judging that in a sense as well. I'll be like, oh yeah, I usually get tummy aches, but they were so bad that I like had to lie in bed 4 p.m. onwards every day, if not more. Sometimes spend whole days in bed. I still spend a lot of time in bed anyway, but I just need to do that. This is my little safe space. Yeah. And I guess I didn't even realize that I was getting burned out until I was literally like crying all the time, and like leaving the house was the most horrifying thing ever. And I could do really little things for a really short period of time and then just crack. So yeah, it took me a lot to actually realize how poorly I was doing. I think that can be quite common. So
Hi again, it's me. I've got a bit of a cold, so sorry if I sound like I've got a cold, I guess. I hope you're okay. I think burnout doesn't just stop or go away. It crept up on me over years, and I can only hope that I'll get to feel like myself again in the future. There are small moments when I do, and they come out of nowhere, and I overflow with a sense of sadness when that happens. A relieved sadness that I'm still able to feel and see and love in the first place. I am dedicated to make those moments grow. To be honest, I still feel overstimulated most days, and my ability to process noise and smells and planning and doing anything is pretty low. I guess that's why, especially now, it's crucial to do very little. Also, I'm trying to give my special interests more time without feeling guilty or silly. I'm trying to spend time with myself more. I used to love it when I was younger, but now I barely get the chance to, and I'm not upset about it. I do love, and I really, really need people around me. It just turns out it's always that little bit more difficult to unmask with other humans, and actually, don't even get me started about the confusions of socializing. I prioritize walks and routines as well. I practice gratitude. I try to stim to the best of my abilities, and I can only hope that things will get better. I have to trust that the clouds will lift eventually, so yeah, I think I am still in recovery. And I know this isn't a linear journey, but yeah. I really hope you're okay. Anyway, speak soon. Sending love.
If the day would only come, then you might just appear, even though you'd soon be gone. When I reached out my hand If I can see